working towards breaking it down. You can definitely see everything's there. As far as the apex seals, nothing fell out, thank God. But definitely leaned out that last trip to the track. So, not rushing this year, but one thing at a time. So, basically, because I have limited space, I'm going to attempt to take the bell housing off while still in the car. I already removed the mid plate off of the front of the bell housing, and pretty much going to try to install the scatter shield bell housing together instead of dropping everything, just to save a little bit of time. So that'll be nice. I might paint this before it goes back in, just to, you know, do things a little bit nicer. Things I've rushed on last year. But yeah, it should not turn that easy. Just sounds tired. But yeah, this is the motor. I'll probably do a video of the breakdown as well. I'm going to be doing that probably at JPR Imports, so Jim can look at everything with his own eyes, and I don't make any dumb mistakes with it. But let me try to get the bell housing off and see how this goes. So it came out easier than expected, but here is the bell housing. So basically the idea is we'll clean it up. We will slap this all on. And this should protect my legs this year if I have a clutch failure. It's one of the nicest scatter shields I've ever seen as far as quality and how they went about making it. It actually was made not too far away from here, maybe 10-15 minutes in Camden. I bought it from the guy who actually got it made. It was just an easier option for me than waiting. But yeah. Now we're gonna clean this up and see if we can't wrestle it back on. It looks pretty funny without the bell housing, believe it or not. Gonna have to remember to add some trans fluid, but not as much came out as I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it on the motor real quick and just see how it looks all together. Kind of curious. So I'll be right back once it's all on. Well, here is the mid plate, the bell housing, and the scatter shield all on together. Pretty bulletproof looking setup. But of course, it did not take long to hit my first roadblock. I was told that the scatter shield was already machined for a mid plate, but now that it is on, it appears there is a 1/4 inch difference from my bell housing and the scatter shield. So we have a slight dilemma here. But just keeps things interesting. I don't know if I should. I don't know. I haven't put much thought into it yet. I don't know if I can get the lip of the scatter shield machine back, but that would interfere here. I can cut the tabs off and re-weld them to fit. But it was a good thing that I checked this now before getting it all in the car and wrestling with this, because I would have not have been happy. I'm gonna have to talk to a few people and see exactly what we can do to go about this. But that's a shame because these are not cheap. But I guess we won't be putting it on today. Just nothing goes as planned. But this is why I test fit things before, and you know, it's always good to test fit them. Hopefully we can solve it easily, because this has got me slightly worried. But it's still December, so you know, it shouldn't delay us that bad. It's just a little side hiccup that we got to get through. But with that gap completely closed, there is a 1/4 inch difference, which is what the bell housing itself was machined back for, to account for the mid plate. So once this is off, happy I did this today and not minutes away from firing the engine up, because I would have really been pissed off. Let me see if I can take this off. So basically, the the lip of the bell housing was machined back to account for this mid plate being in between the motor and the transmission. I don't know if there's a problem with me doing that ahead of time, because this was probably 1.5 years ago now, and this might have been fabricated for a different way of accounting for that mid plate, but that was the only way we knew. So I will definitely get this solved as soon as possible, because now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. But you know, things happen, and we'll just have to work around it, or we'll work through it. We shall find out. So I'll let you guys know